Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is a You Won't podcast. My name is Jared McKenzie. This is episode 23. We got a special guest. I call him Gene. Some call him by his name Elijah, but most know him by Uncle Funk. Give him a round of applause. How you feeling?
Good. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Before we start this, I just want to make a couple of announcements, updates, if you will. So AJ Crook, my homie, co-host, he's going through a situation right now that we can't really speak on. It ain't no beef or nothing like that, but for a while I'm gonna be rocking solo dolo. Like I said, no beef or nothing like that. We love AJ. We're gonna give him a shout out too. Help me start this, and we love him. He just, as of right now, we can't really speak on it. But anyways, got all the update and Hodge as well. I wanted to tell you. That was a fire podcast, episode 22. If y'all haven't checked it out, go check it out. Elijah loves it. You know, he was telling me before he walked in. Had a couple technical difficulties, and we hate to see that when that happens. But, coming into the game.
It's a good one nonetheless. So.
Yeah. So I appreciate it. And they rocked I heard a lot of good reviews about it. They played in Fayetteville, their first show together as a band. I think he's in like 2 or 3 different bands, but this one together with that EP Steady. And they rocked it out. Yeah. I see a lot of people post about it. Awesome. Anyways, bro, so you're in town, I'm
in town for doing a show. We're doing a show tomorrow at Bear's Den Pizza in Conway, across from UCA. We're doing a huge full show. We're opening for a band, House Treehouse. It's an interesting name, isn't it? House Treehouse.
Yeah.
But we're going to open for them. We're going to do a full show, a full free show for all of you guys here in Conway, Greenbrier, Central Arkansas area. We've been wanting to do it for a long time. A lot of people have been asking me, so we figured we'd bring some hype to it. And as you know, we always like to support our guys here at You Won't Podcast. So give a round of applause for You Won't Podcast.
Bro, that always happens. I swear to God. Oh man, is this your first time performing at Bears? Well, like actual like a show?
No, it'll be my third one.
Okay.
I've opened up for Woody and Sunshine before. I've opened up for Ashton Barbary, and this one will be for House Treehouse. I will say the last 2 times that I have opened, I didn't do my full show. I kind of just gave you little teasers to where you guys hopefully would, maybe come see the show at a music festival and whatnot. But a few of my other, people that enjoy what I do, they're a little older. Maybe they don't go to music festivals or whatnot. So this is actually, again, I'm just trying to make it for everyone. It's a free show for everyone. So 9 p.m. tomorrow. It only lasts till about 9:45. So you won't stay up past your bedtime if it's past 10,
You won't want to miss.
It's going to be a lot of fun. And, so far the hype on it's really fun. We're going to actually have, hopefully, knock on wood, we'll have Avery, these hands Wilson. He said he'll be there.
Oh, nice.
I'm hoping to maybe bring him on stage. Well, maybe. Him and maybe HP, if they both show up, I got something special.
They're always rocking together.
So they're a good team, good duo.
For sure.
So I'm excited. I have a lot of people that say they're coming, so I hope you guys watching will come too. If you tell me you're coming, I hope you come. But yeah, that's basically I meant to bring you a new sticker. I got a new sticker I'll have to give you. It's this one. It looks pretty good on it.
Oh, that's sick.
Doesn't that look like it's
Show
real?
it in the camera a little bit more.
Doesn't that look like it's real on there? It's not a phone case. It's just a new sticker that I have. It fit on there perfectly.
That's
I'll have those ready for I'm always making new merch. I actually have a few new designs coming into play this next year. I'm working with someone. Hopefully, I'm making an Uncle Funk dollar bill. I've got to figure out what denomination I want of money, But I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to do a playing card, an Uncle Funk playing card with my face, on it. I have a really good artist for that, and just a few new designs coming in. So I'm always trying to keep it fresh and funky. As you guys know, a lot of my friends, the Funk family, as I like to call you guys, they like to, keep it fresh. They get something, they want something new, and that's something else I've actually forgot to bring. I feel so bad. So if my buddy Todd's watching, I apologize.
Feel that bad.
No, I really do. I thought of this earlier, and I meant to bring him a special action figure for my buddy Todd. And so I apologize, Todd. I didn't bring it off to ship it to you.
Maybe next time, Todd.
You'll have to come up to Fayetteville. But anyway.
Yeah, man, dude. I'm excited. I've been
Are you gonna come, Jared? Are you gonna come to the
Yeah.
show? It's
Yeah.
9 p.m. Okay.
Have I ever let you down?
What we're gonna say is that in the You Won't podcast, you won't show to.
I will.
You won't.
This is the You Won't podcast where you won't, but we will. So I'm gonna be there. By the way, did a podcast with Envious Inc. Wanted to shout them out. My tat is healing. Fire.
That's also a good episode. Make sure you guys check that out. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, man. I thought it was really cool because they do this thing. It's like 50 get what you get. Okay. You basically draw. It's just some tattoo. Yeah. And me and AJ went in there. We got our tattoos, and me and Matt had been talking about doing a podcast for a while, and it was pretty cool because the first time I asked him was like when we first started. I think it was
one of his wonderful sponsors. So
yeah,
another round of applause
for sure. Yeah.
Wonderful.
But yeah, he was like, man, I'm not big into doing all that, and
he did really good though.
No, he did.
He was just
phenomenal.
Yeah, it was again. I loved that episode. It was again, it was informative. It was fun. It was different. I mean, how many other people were out there doing tattooed podcasts while they're getting
right?
It was fun. It was really good.
Right.
I enjoyed it.
But no, we went in there and he was just like, when are we doing a podcast? I'm like, oh, we can do it. AJ's like, yeah, we can do it. And then he was like, bro, come in Friday. What you want? I was like, hand rows. He was like, man, I got some time. We did it, bro. And I thought it was cool, bro, because you don't and just to get outside of your own studio to just travel and experience stuff like that, it was also cool. So shout out to Envious Inc.
Yeah, it's cool.
For sure.
And I still haven't got my tattoo yet. I haven't figured out what I want to get. Though.
Yeah.
But
do the 50 get what you get. I don't know if I'll do that for the first tat.
Yeah, I don't know. I got a few ideas, but I've never settled on anything.
Mine was the 50 get what you get. It's on my back shoulder. Yeah, it's the level up mushroom, like Mario and Luigi. Yeah. AJ got a lava lamp.
I was watching one movie the other night called The Promotion, and it had what's his name? The guy that plays. It's in the tip of my tongue and I'm forgetting it. Anyway, long story short, he takes off his shirt and he has a kiss tattoo on his chest. And I was like, I'd probably be something I would do.
Bro, you should.
I wouldn't do it on my chest. As I was having to tell I've had to tell a few people this story. When I had a EKG, when I had to get my heart checked and stuff,
you
have to shave your chest.
Right.
And I said, don't touch this V. This is my money maker.
Right.
So they had to shave under my nipples right here. And so they're still, still kind of growing back after all this time. But after this, I got to keep this because it's my money maker. And actually, a funny story too. I had an older lady kind of get upset. She was like, "Oh my God, did you see that man in his chest hair?" And once upon a time, my magic mentor was like, "Man, maybe should you get rid of it? Not offend anyone." I go, "For me, it's my brand kind of thing." I mean,
right.
You remember you went to high school with me, so you remember also me getting in trouble for unbuttoning my shirts, probably 4 buttons, and and I mean, I remember
he would have the Superman emblem, but you wouldn't be able to see it because of the hair.
Well, I remember,
you know what I mean?
I remember people coming up to me and they'd say, "Oh, I like your undershirt," and they're like, "That's not an undershirt." Oh no, it's my chest hair. And I remember when the principal came up to me and he goes, "You do that again, I'm going to take all your privileges." And so
take all of them.
To a certain point, some people are like, "What privileges do you have?" But I kind of, I did a lot of stuff. I could. I could do a lot of things without getting too much trouble. Knock on wood.
He was better at that than me.
Well, I gotta.
The teachers wouldn't even let me go use the bathroom.
You gotta butter them up a little bit.
Well, mine was like they got emails like I'm like, can I go to the bathroom? They were like,
mom was probably messaging them and be like,
yeah, somewhat. They're like, yo, you know what? Like I'm going to Coach Meeks. They're like, you can get like 2 days ISS or two SWATs. I'm like, bro. Sure, not gonna whoop my ass more than my stepdad or my dad does. You know what I mean? My mom calls up. Coach Meek was like, "Yo, do you want me to call your mom or your dad?" I'm like, "My dad." He's not gonna answer. He's like, "All right, I'm gonna call your mom." Calls my mom's like, "Coach Meek, don't give him an opportunity to go to get SWATs. Put him in ISS because he's gonna be so bored. He's gonna get all his work done."
Right.
And she's right. And I'd be reading.
Like 2 days.
Yeah, I'd be reading and stuff like that.
Yeah. That's all you got to do, because if you turn around, that stuff was as close as you could get probably to, and I don't want to say this in a derogatory term, but it's kind of like a concentration camp or something where you're like, if you turn around, you're like, "Hey, get back to your books," or, anything. I mean, it was pretty, it was ISS.
Bro, it's crazy though. Some kids like they wanted to go to ISS.
Oh, yeah. I think there was one time maybe that I was like, I don't care if you send me there. I was like, like you said, I'll get my
like
stuff to
being cool and all that. But I'm saying like there was kids
give
that
me
were
my-
like,
Give me my week of work
yeah,
because they think you're going to be there all week. Oh, well, we'll give you all of it done. I'll get it done in a day or two, and I can read. I forget the Treehouse Mysteries or something. There was a bunch of Ghostbusters or different, all kinds of freaking books.
Goosebumps.
Yeah, Goosebumps. That's
Goosebumps. Yeah.
That's all they had on those shelves in ISS. But I read the hell.
They had the Harry Potters too, like long books.
That's a little bit too much for me.
Hey, bro, you look for any content you could get out of that place, man. Like it was. I always wanted because like I remember I only got to do it once, but like the teachers' pets, they would let like these kids bring their like homework and stuff to ISS. I only got to do that once, but I remember going there one time. They had a substitute teacher, let them do whatever they wanted. Yeah. I'm like, bro, I want a vacation day like this. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Like, what do I got to do without causing too much problems to get ISS?
Bro, it's interesting though because there was some kids that like, what was it called, like Swiss or whatever?
Yeah.
And they like basically you could graduate a year or two early if you just go in there and you do all your work. Some kids just like to, have their one-on-one learning, do all this. I'm good to go. I go work, stuff like that. Right. And I think that's good for some people, you know.
Everyone's different.
For sure.
And say we once upon a time, do you remember there was some guy in the parking lot or something? They did it on the PA system or something. They said,
"Oh man,
will Jared McKenzie ever graduate?"
Yeah. I'm walking. We get out of class. We're walking, cause I don't. That parking lot's not there anymore.
I just drove by and I was like,
"It's crazy. You don't even recognize."
Why would you take a parking lot out for an indoor practice field for a high school? Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
I don't care how good your football is. Why would you take out senior parking lots if you're not gonna? Where are you gonna put them? Like. You need to build a parking garage.
Bro,
same thing for UCA. Like, stop adding sororities and fraternities, building a freaking parking garage so it's actually useful to anyone.
For sure. But anyways, I'm walking out there, and Logic is this PA system. It's like, psh, well, Jared, and we got like a week or two before we're graduating high school. He's like, psh, will Jared McKenzie graduate high school? And everybody's walking out. They're like, ah! I'm like, you know what I mean? Good times, bro. We're getting old, man. Yeah. Like, so old.
And so you got 2 years till your 10-year reunion.
Are you going to go to it?
Half the time it's hard for me to be like, 10 years ago, if you told me, I'd tell you no. Yeah, I'm like, wait.
Yeah.
Half me, I'm like, yeah, I'd like to see some people. Because in the end, I was talking to my sister about this and talked to a lot of people. A lot of people change, especially in 10 years. Everybody
changes. I think everybody does.
But even though, I'll be honest with you on this, and I saw this kind of, like I said, I've been doing this magic thing for 6 years.
Yeah.
Ever since me doing that and people seeing the crowds I get, and I'm not tooting my own horn. I never do usually. That's one of my problems.
Sometimes you got to talk that shit.
But, now everyone wants to be my friend and be like, oh, yeah, Elijah was super cool in high school and it was really awesome. And it's like, oh, really? You're the one calling me all these names and this and that.
Yeah.
Now you want to be like, oh, yeah, he's, And then a lot of people, I think someone else, they talk about, how wild I live. I've been living in the bus for 5 years, which I didn't really think I'd be in there that long, but. I got all the luxuries of a modern house, and I don't have to pay rent. So why do I got to,
Well, I can tell you this. I could definitely say I didn't understand it for a while. But, like, when I moved to Colorado and I seen, like, the way some people are like, man, I just want to, like, do what I want to do, experience some cool things in life, make it, and be happy. Yeah. When I seen that, I'm like, dude, Elijah's, like, fucking living it. You know what I mean?
A lot of people are just, like I said, if I'm not spending – the bad thing is I love retail therapy. I should be a millionaire by now, but
you gonna get there one day.
As long as I stop spending it on bullschlocking. Anyways, I like I said, if I don't have rent, that's most people spend $600, $900 a month on rent. So if I can spend that on my bus or property or different other things, I'm, trying to get goals and stuff in mind.
And that's something I didn't realize either. Like. All right, let's say this person is making a lot of bank, making good money, right? but now they're like buying the baddest car. They got either a house payment for a really big house note or just the nicest apartment. Just like they're making really good money and they still have money to the side, but it's all going into bills. So like, let's say someone's making less money, but they don't have the bills. Sometimes it levels out, dude.
Well, a lot of the millionaires now are buying the Sprinter vans and going wherever.
Well, they don't even have to be millionaires. I'm just saying, you never know the situation, you know?
I hear you. I'm just saying some of the people that, I don't know. Yeah, different walks of life. I mean, like I said, I talk to people too about this. Half the time, I'd love to be especially after being in the bus, half of me wants to be in a bigger house than I know what to do with. I would love to move into another bedroom where I could have my entire stage set up, or, I want a private theater in my room or in my house or all kinds. I mean, I have huge ambitions and goals for my personal life someday. But, I don't know. I also had to tell my dad this. I was like, you probably won't see me living in a regular house, though. I'll probably buy an abandoned church before I buy
Dude, that's cool,
a regular
though.
house, though.
But I feel like you have to be satisfied and happy with your own self to be able to do something like that. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, in the end, what makes me happy is going around to, I don't know where I want to be. That's my biggest problem is I don't know where I want to settle down.
But you're never going to be stuck.
Right.
You know?
Well, right now I'm kind of hoping to get some place where I have a few of my belongings in a secure spot where I own it, and then I can travel wherever. I am at the point where I'd like to go to Europe and other countries.
That would be so
I have
sick.
a cousin that keeps posting all these countries she's going to. I'm like, what are you doing, and what am I doing wrong? And because I mean, surely it's not as expensive as some people put it. It's just you got to save for it, and you got to be prepared, and you got to know what to do. And my thing is, I don't like to travel alone, but then again,
Right.
I do it all the time. But it's fun to make memories with others and do stuff like that.
I could, just us going to the same school. One person that really inspires me, Kaylee Langrell. If you're watching this, Kaylee Langrell, shout out you. Do you have her on social media?
Oh yeah,
bro. She's been sightseeing, living like it's great. Like I love seeing stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't know, like you're saying, like, just being able to travel and do cool stuff like that. I just see her doing that. And Colorado really taught me a lot. Like it really did. Like I was there, like, I don't know, close to a year. But like just seeing people's ambitions and like just loving life and just doing cool things, taking cool pictures, doing. I don't know, dude.
I lived in Hawaii for a month.
Yeah,
I
bro.
And
you get it.
And
I lived out there for a month,
I was
too.
so far out there. I remember you telling me that.
Yeah.
But I remember, being out there. I'm like, wow, I'm not in Missouri or Oklahoma or Arkansas.
We're not in Kansas anymore.
Yeah, exactly. And I can't walk. I can't run back to my mama. I can't run crying back to my mama.
Leaving the nest. It's hard, bro.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah. Well, I was telling someone, I'm at my sister's house for this week, and I'm trying to soak it in as much as I can because I only get to see him once a year probably for maybe 4 days max.
Right.
And so right now, originally she wanted me to come down for her birthday at the end of the month, but, I'm kind of trying to do it while I'm on this trip for the gigs. I'm trying to soak it all in, Now I'm a real uncle.
Me too.
So it's pretty wild, and she's almost 2.
Different feeling, huh?
And it's wild. I mean,
It
like
is.
I said, time flies. She's grown up, and but she's super, super kind and super smart, and that's all you can really ask for in a lot of people. And she loves the Volkswagen bus. She likes Kiss, and she likes Beard. So I'm getting her on the right track, right? So she had
Does she refer to you as Uncle Funk?
So that's what we're trying to get that. Originally, years ago, or when she was born, I was kind of asked my sister that. I was like, "Well, what are you going to call, or what is she going to call me?" And she's like, "I guess Uncle Eli." And I was like, I mean, I guess if they want to be proper, but I'm already known as Uncle Funk pretty well, and I think you should be proud that your Uncle Funk's real niece, and or nephew, because I hang out with my nephew, and he's I'm getting him into magic today. He hung out with me as I reset my show, and I showed him a few tricks and stuff like that. And he's only 10, but long story short, we didn't get her to say funk because she's probably gonna cuss. So we said skunk, Uncle Skunk.
That's
right
Uncle
now.
Stunk.
Skunk. Because I have a Sammy the skunk, and I meant to bring her with me, but actually Ezrin wanted to keep her tonight, and I'll probably end up giving her the other Sammy at some point here pretty soon.
That's big.
Yeah, so I'm
big.
excited.
If you know the Uncle Funk brand, that's like huge.
Yeah, you should tell some people at least your take on Sammy the skunk when we went to town and stuff. Because I found those videos on the snaps and stuff. I was gonna post a few of them probably tomorrow.
Yo, so we go down Dixon Street. Anybody that's watched when we did our first podcast, it was the first time we traveled, and it was also in Springdale. But like after the podcast, we went down Dixon Street in Fayetteville, Arkansas, and I'm sitting here kind of fresh and all that, trying to tell everybody my podcast, all that, and Elijah's like, "Watch out, dude. These people can be savages sometime." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Just watch." So like Elijah would come out there and like he has a skunk, and like he's so good at maneuvering it, like it's like a puppet almost, but like you think it's real. You catch it in the glimpse of your eye. And people out there are not expecting no daggum skunk. And he'll go over there and he'll mess with me. Oh, I want to pet it. Is that real? He's like, yeah, and it's like all moving around and all that. And then they realize the ones that do realize it's fake, like it blew my mind how pissed they got.
Yeah,
because they like got
they want it's a social experiment. Like everyone wants to touch it. They're like, oh my god, it's a pet skunk. Can I pet it? And then they're like, some like Chad in the background. That's fucking fake, dude. And they're like, oh my god, whatever. Like I had something like that right after my show the other day. Some lady was like, all really nice, like super loving. Oh my god, I can't believe you have a skunk. That is so sweet. And then I was like, oh, it's fake. Never mind.
Yeah, they get bamboozled.
It's so
but some of them
weird.
like, you mother effer. You know what I mean?
So
like
weird.
Like they were getting so mad.
Yeah, some people get mad.
Like, really?
Some people get sad. Some people get, just depressed. I don't know. It's so weird, but
like they took it like personal.
They do.
I'm like,
85%
it's all
of
fun,
the people.
bro.
Yeah,
it's
85% of the people.
But it's like almost like you made them like you bamboozled them, so they're like not happy about it.
Right.
Like, dude, it's all innocent fun.
It is. That's why I'm like. Would you rather it be a real skunk? Do you want me to spray you with the real skunk? Do you? What do you want? What?
There was even that one that one bar we went into, and they almost kicked us out over it. You remember that?
Yeah, I guess the manager did. Well, we also got followed out. Well,
that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah. Well, they were like, yeah, we need to get these guys out. But they let me in. That's the funniest part about any
bro,
of this.
Tell them about it.
I get through security with her, literally, and half the time, sometimes I do put her like under my arm, but you can see the fucking skunk tail.
Right.
But I get through security with half the places I go. Like when I went to this one show in Fayetteville, and the cops came up to me. I kind of knew something was I kind of asked for it, but I didn't. Long story short, I went to the back of this food court. I went to the very back of it because I was like, I'm not trying to bring a lot of attention, but I know by walking through this food court to get to my seat, I'm going to get a lot of attention. So I walked to the back of it, and you can already see a lot of people making eye contact with me, watching me, asking me, "Is that a skunk?" "Oh yeah, it's okay. She's descended." And the officers come up.
It's like feeding her crackers.
Yeah, finally the officers come up to me. I'm like, oh, let's see how this goes. And I wish I would have got this on film. Like sometimes I'm like, I really wish I just like filmed this. Like I need some sunglasses with cameras in them or something. Anyways, like, sir, you're not allowed to be here. Well, she's a service skunk. She's a C9 skunk. It's okay. And the owners have asked you to leave, or asked us to ask you to leave. I go, well, again, she's a service skunk. If you really want to, push the envelope, we can. But she's descended. She's super sweet. She won't do anything. And they were kind of like, well, again, sir, it's just not really normal to have a skunk into a venue. So I did, Sammy, attention, and made her do a few tricks. And he goes, wow, she really is trained. And never caught on.
Yeah.
And I didn't want them,
They would get mad.
I just kind of let it go, and they did too, and let me go on my way. Excuse me. Dr. Pepper, excuse me.
You're good. Manly burp.
But No, that's and that well, I remember that's something I remember about it. I was like, oh man, you guys got her shaking. It's okay, Sammy. You know, like they're gonna kick us out or they won't. You know, and that was kind of like they're like, what the hell is this guy doing?
Yeah.
And I mean, again, it's just I go in the crowd and dance, and you got drunk people like, what the hell's going on? That I don't know. That club experience was kind of fun when there was, but
Which
it was
one?
too many people in there. That
Oh yeah.
like rave one, but it was kind of funny just to be in there for. I mean, we got some good videos that night. It was a lot of fun that day. And then the craziness of the hotel when you're trying to go. Jordan was trying to go to sleep. He was like, "Oh my God,
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Turn off the effing light. I'm like,
I
no.
found the video that is so funny.
Elijah's like, quit it. I'm like, nope. I'm leaving it on. Anybody knows Patton? He was being sassy. He was being very, very
It was
sassy.
a long night for him.
Yeah, it was. Yo, you were like, let's go this way. We went that way. Then Pat's like, no, let's go this way. Then you're like, that way, this way. I'm like, yo, chill. Let's go this way. You're like, why? I'm like, bro, I wanted my chance. Then we go in the club. I'm like, I don't even go in there. They're like, well, you had it. I'm like,
Well, that's a bad thing too. You had I think over expectations. Like this is Dixon Street. Wow. You're like I've been to Breckenwood.
I had my girl with me.
You did or did?
I didn't have my girl with me. Yeah. By the way, that's crazy too. Huh?
Everyone, congratulations! Hit the little thing. That was the other one, the blue one. Congratulations on Jared and I forget her name. Savannah. Jared and Savannah. Cheers to many more. May you be happy, healthy, and prosperous forever.
Yeah. Only reason I'm cool with posting
Kissing causes pregnancy.
Only reason I'm cool with us talking about this right now is that I know nobody's gonna watch this far into this. That's gonna matter.
You never know.
My fiance is going to.
If
but
you guys have watched this, make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe. Comment Uncle Funk is the best, the coolest, and I love him, and I will send you a free sticker. We'll do only 3 of those, okay? So 3 people that say, Uncle Funk, I love you, you're the best, you're the coolest. I'll give you 3. We'll give out 3 stickers. How about that?
Nice.
We'll do that.
Nice. Well, maybe do a little drawing or something. How about this? Tomorrow at the show, we'll have Avery draw him again.
A winner of something?
Yeah.
We can figure it out.
Yeah.
We can figure something. We'll talk about it. Yeah. We'll figure it out.
Just a thought.
If you're coming out tomorrow, you need to bring my You Won't Podcast t-shirt.
I got you.
That'd be cool.
I got you.
To wear it.
I got you for
so
sure.
Make sure
bro.
you guys also check out the You Won't Podcast merch. They should have some coming out.
Yeah.
Definitely get stickers. I can get you a hookup on the stickers where I do, and then they're perfect. I mean, I've had people have my stickers for 7 years, and they're like, "Wow, dude, it hasn't even faded. It's been on my car for years."
Well, with the t-shirts and all that, my mom and my sister-in-law actually started a t-shirt brand.
I know you did.
But yeah, the stickers, that'd be dope. But I'm just saying, I wanted to shout them out too,
Yeah,
Tay and
absolutely.
Payco.
You
Also,
gotta give them a round of applause.
yeah. Also, shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I just checked today. We're at 540 subscribers.
Holy moly! Wow.
Make
sure you guys go
to me.
to Uncle Funk all caps and go subscribe over there. I have a few videos of Hawaii magic shows and a bunch of other stuff. So that's awesome. I'm proud of Jared because he talked about doing this. It's almost been a year now, maybe, I guess.
Since I started?
Yeah.
About 7 months.
I was going to say it's coming up. It flies by faster than you think. But actually talking to a few friends the other night, and they're like, man, we should do a podcast. I'm like, you should get on Jared's.
Yeah.
And they're like, I don't know what I'd talk about, but they're really funny. And you should remember them and know them, but I'd like to hit you up with them at some point because they're
Who's that?
Poe Yarber and Brad Harris.
Sounds familiar.
They went to school with us and they're like, yeah, we knew Jared, but he didn't really know us or like us. But but I was like, well, dude, you guys are really funny, and you guys would be great on this podcast. And I was like, he's had other crazies.
I feel like sometimes people thought I was shady.
Well, that is your middle name.
No, dude. I've gotten so much better on that. I've gotten so much better about being like that, though.
Well, you're getting a little bit better because now you know the repercussions of it.
What's that?
Well, you lose all your friends and they're tired of their shit.
Oh, dude.
Find out who your friends are.
Hey, you might see me at karaoke after the show. Huh?
Who?
They do karaoke at Bears Den still?
They do, but that's on.
That's not tomorrow night, huh?
Wednesdays, Fridays, and I might go Wednesday. Maybe I might be still in town Wednesday.
That'd be cool.
I might. I kind of. So I was in there Friday night, and some drunk guy actually hit my bus. Luckily, knock on wood, it
I
didn't
feel like
do
you
anything.
have bad issues with that happening.
Especially there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm not super thrilled for tomorrow.
I remember that one video you posted about it.
I'm gonna have some security guards keeping around my bus tomorrow. Yeah, I might even try to get a video of something. I don't know. I'm hoping to get maybe some fun TikToks tomorrow. It'd be fun. I'll probably, if you guys are watching, if this is posted, hopefully before tomorrow.
Definitely will be.
But I will be going there at 6:00. So for some of you guys that are still watching this, even this late, I'll be there at 6 tomorrow. I'm going to go there, set up a little early, get a pizza. I believe my uncle will be in town, and it's his birthday, so I'm going to buy him a drink.
Is your pops going to be out there tomorrow?
My dad won't.
You don't think so?
No, not at this one. Not at 9. He went with me this last weekend and helped me get to the Texarkana one and back, just to save me a little travel time and wear and tear on the bus. But he helped me out a lot.
Hey, so I remember a couple months back, you made a pretty sentimental post about, you were telling like people didn't think I would be able to have like a whole stadium of people at that one little festival you were at, and like you were like, and then everybody was in the background. You had a whole big crowd.
Yeah, I actually posted a thing the other day. Actually, I think it was today or yesterday. I think I posted the last 3 years of that same festival that it always has a really big crowd like that.
What's the name of that festival?
I'm thankful and blessed. Hillberry. So I'm thankful and blessed that always have a really good show up of crowd. This year was even always, every year is more special and better every year. This year is kind of, luckily they put me right between two big bands, and usually they put me during a band, so some people kind of being like they have to pick and choose.
Right.
But I waited until the band stopped and everyone was walking down this street, and all my friends, the Funk family. They're like, come on in, join the magic show. It's
right.
So it was really cool that they were showing the support.
Well, the energy was there.
Yeah, that's the real magic. Because I will tell you that the show I did in this last weekend was honestly the weirdest one I've ever performed for, bro. Like I've had I thought kid birthday parties were bad when some people just don't know what to do, or but like this crowd was like the driest crowd in the world. Like it was kind of weird. But I'm thankful to do it. It was a really good festival. It was just really, really hot. And I think that is a big part of it. But like, the energy just really was real weird. And it's like, I've never performed my last trick ever. And then nobody knows I'm just like, okay, everyone, that's it. Like I had to do that this weekend.
Like, for real?
Yeah, I was like,
no encore.
No, I was just like, thank you guys. That's it. That's my show. And
yeah.
And I was like, can I get a group picture with everyone? And there was like 10 people out of 30, 40 people that came up for the photo.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. So it's definitely weird, but and I probably shouldn't say this, but I think it's funny. So I'll say it. I don't think anyone would turn down a job